What's happening, my people? So, late night, then put in a whole day's work watching Stranger Things Season 3. Been looking forward to this. I didn't even know it was dropping today. I had kind of forgot about it. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was coming today. But it was a shocking surprise. I was happy. I was looking forward to the J. Cole Dreamers, Dreamville, Return of the Dreamers 3. I was going to listen to that, but I end up it was pick your poison. It was do that review, or I was already in Stranger Things by the time it came out. I was already like on episode 6 or something, so I stuck with Stranger Things, stayed up all night watching this. But anyways, that's not why y'all tuned in. So, Stranger Things season 3. This right here, every Stranger Things, it deals with like this parallel world, universe or something. These doors, gateways that is opened up, and they have this monster on the other side. There's protagonist in all this and that. And so how it comes into play, because last season L closed the gate, so locked them out supposedly. So it turns out the same technology and stuff that the Americans was using, somehow the Russians started using that, but they was doing it in Russia. But the thing about it is they kind of have like the gate or whatever, but they can't open it from there. So it ends up they go to the same place. They go to this little town with these people, and they mess with it and bring this monster out. So it comes at the beginning, and it's like look like some dust or something comes from the ground. It is taking rats and all kind of stuff, and it's killing them and having them go out. They eating like pesticides and all kind of shit, poison and all kind of stuff, and this is then they breaking down and going into them. So that's how it's feeding itself, by like taking in matter or whatever. So then eventually it branches off into humans. So they have like doppelgangers, seem like, and stuff. Well, it looked like it was gonna be doppelgangers and stuff because the way it started off, but it's kind of confusing. But it ends up just like taking control of people and stuff in the show. So you see that, but man, this season it starts off pretty slow. It starts off pretty slow, man. I'm kind of like in my mind the whole time I'm watching it. At the beginning, I'm like trying to compare it. Like, is this better than the other seasons? Is this one gonna be better? Was there more action going on? The other one is like, So I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna live up. I don't know if it's gonna live up to it. Shit. Things I liked off top. The cinematography and stuff on here it's been good on all of them, though, but you know technology gets better and stuff. The cinematography on here is on point. Whenever they do get in their special effects bag, like whenever, like towards the end when they really show the monster and it's like in their face and like real close and stuff, I think they do a good job on that. Like that, the special effects and stuff is pretty good on here, especially for like a Netflix show or whatever. So I'm pretty sure they pump some money into it because that's Stranger Things. It's like one of their biggest shows. But like estimate the budget. Like I'm gonna say like maybe 10 million an episode. Like a blockbuster movie is like 300 million or something. So you taking like that budget for an episode compared to like a blockbuster movie episode, I would think the special effects are grandiose, are pretty good. But they got like the crew. You see the kids they finally growing up and stuff. They look, a lot of them. Some of them look the same, kinda. Like some of them they starting to grow. They starting to look a little different. So you got to get used to it at the beginning of the show. You seeing them, you be like, oh, they growing up and shit. But it's good. They got Elle, you know, she got her powers and everything. Uh, they kind of separate. They kind of separate. They got L in a few of them doing their thing. They got Homeboy with the missing teeth. Like he comes back, and him, the pretty boy, and it ends up being the black dude's sister. She steals the season. This little black girl, and it's not just because she's a sister, but this little girl right here, I don't know what the projectile of her career is gonna be, but I would say it's through the moon. It's through the roof, the moon, the skylight, whatever. This little girl steals the season. How Tiffany Haddish did on Girls Trip, how it jump started her career. This little girl, if her career doesn't go like that, it is a travesty of epic proportions. Maybe she want to focus on school or something. If she wants to be in the entertainment business, nothing should be able to stop her. She does a great job. She kills it. But I'm not gonna make this video too long, man. But the season is good, man. They have Billy, the pretty boy, badass from season 2. He's a big protagonist on here. He gets taken, and so he has like the monster in him, and then he's like the head recruiter, kind of like they taking people and possessing them and doing it. Then they got the Russians, and so they have them. They fighting against Jim and them. Jim, he plays a good role. That's the sheriff or whatever. Him and Homegirl, Winona Ryder, they have a little kind of thing going on. They've been back and forth through all the episodes, man, through all the seasons, and they still never get their romance going on. They have the energy there, but it just doesn't quite happen because she had her boyfriend from last season die, so that's a barrier. I guess she has that in her heart, like I feel like I'm cheating on him or whatever, and so her and Jim have daily thing. But everybody has pretty good things, pretty good storylines. One thing that messed with me, like on the series, is like the parents do not give a fuck about their kids. Like, you never see the black dude parents. Like, they got the little girl running around. It's nighttime and everything. The little dude, he running around. They got all of them, all the little kids. You don't see really none of their parents except for like Elle, because the sheriff is her caretaker. So you see him. You kind of see Mike's mother, but she's not like chasing after him or something. Like, she had like a little small little roles here and there, but they didn't give a shit about them kids. Maybe it was 1984. It was like, we not worried about them as much. The world wasn't as bad at that time. Like, it wasn't so much to worry about. I don't know. You think people would worry about them more because there was no way to contact your kids. Because like nowadays you can Facebook them, you can tweet them, you could FaceTime them and do all kind of stuff. Like back then it's like, if you're not by a phone, you assed out. So that bothered me watching the show. I'm like, they doing everything. There's some funny parts on the show. The little dude with no teeth, he comes back and he keep talking about he got this girlfriend and stuff. So the whole season you kind of like, he's making this up. He ain't got no girlfriend and stuff. He ain't got no girlfriend. So you don't know if that's true or not. Shit. I don't know. I ain't gonna make this too long. Shit. I guess I'll wrap it up. I'm gonna just give my overall thoughts. It starts off slow. It starts off a little slow burn. I don't know if, like, action-wise, like, through the whole season, did it have as much action as like last season and as much danger? They had a lot of dangerous situations and stuff like way towards the end and stuff, but like I don't know, cause second season they had them things chasing them little monsters and stuff, and they was going all through the city and all that. So I don't know if there was more danger in that season rather than this one. They did have, because whenever that monster did come out, like it was, yeah, it was very intimidating. Like it was, uh, uh. But it was good. Was this my favorite season? I don't know. It's up there. It's up there, man. They had some heartbreaking deaths on here and stuff. Like that messed with me. I was like, I had my fingers crossed at the end. I'm like, cause somebody dies in the season, and I'm like, did he really die? You don't really see him die, but you kind of know he died. So I'm like, man, maybe like if they have an end credit scene, and maybe he really got sucked into the void or whatever, and it's gonna be like L when L was lost in there. Maybe they're gonna find him through a radio transmission or something. Nah, he dead. Uh, I was just hopeful thinking, wishful thinking and stuff. But the season, what I give, man, it's good though, man. It's good, cause I sat here, I think I started like 6 something, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I sat down and watched this whole season. So it's like I give it like a 9 out of 10, man, because I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't cut it off. I could have been like, man, I'm gonna finish this tomorrow or something. Like I was into it so much that I was like, I want to see what happens. And so for me to be stuck on it like that for those hours, and for me not to listen to Dreamville tonight, for me to push that off to tomorrow, and how bad I wanted to listen to that album, I got to give this a 9 out of 10. The little black girl, she killed it. She had a stupendous performance. They had little funny parts. They had this Russian scientist or whatever that they abduct or whatever. He's pretty funny. Him and another guy, they have a funny interaction and stuff. There's a lot of comedic stuff going on. They have this big Russian Terminator dude that keeps kicking Jim ass. He was a good touch in the season. Like he was a human that was scary, like other than the monsters and stuff. So there was a lot of different things, man. Like it was corruption, it was government stuff, it was the supernatural elements, love stories, plural, coming of age. It's a lot of things with Stranger Things, man. Like, does it look like it might have it might not be the end of this, because they have like a kind of an end credit scene, and it looks like the monsters are still around. So it probably will have another Stranger Things. We shall see. But it was good. It was good. I would definitely say for you to check it out. Only thing I hate about like Netflix and stuff is cause it's such a great show, but it's like they spend all this money and stuff and put their work into it, and like, okay, it's done. Now they did all this work for, now it's wrapped in one day. The whole show and stuff. So will people still be watching it and keep giving it views for content or whatever? I don't know. But that's their platform. I hope it doesn't bottom out, especially Disney trying to take over and stuff. But let me like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and the most hated. This probably not one of my best. Man, it's hard to summarize a whole season in a single viewing and stuff. One thing I did like about it, it was only 8 episodes. Like there was an hour, probably like an hour piece. The last episode was like an hour 17 minutes. So is I like it that they didn't stretch it for the sake of stretching it. Like I think the Marvel shows do that. Like Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Luke Cage or something. I think those could be better if they should do it by what makes sense. Like if you can tell the story in 6 episodes, do 6 episodes. If this show needs 9 episodes, do 9 episodes. If this one needs 15, do 15. But do it for the story purpose. Don't do it for the quota of episodes. So like the 8 episodes, that was cool. I ain't tripping on it. I'm happy because it's long enough to give you a long viewing aspect, but then it's not too long to where it's like, damn, this took up my whole day. But man, I let y'all, man. This is not one of my best videos, but hopefully you watched it. Peace.